Hey guys, it's me Hugo. I'm back with another video, and in today's video I'm very excited to give you guys what you've been waiting for a long time, which is the weight cut breakdown. So how do we cut weight for MMA? It is Sunday morning right now, so I will fight next week on Saturday, 6 days, and on Friday morning I will have to be at 61.2 with the limit 61.6 kilograms. So in this video I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna lose the rest of my weight. Right now, this morning, I woke up with 69.1 kilograms. I'm so happy with that. Like, I didn't expect to be this low. My goal was to be at 69.5 like I was with my second professional fight. Now I'm even below that, so I have no trouble whatsoever in my mind that I will make the weight. I know I will make it, and I will make it easy, and I will show you guys how to do it. So what changes on Sunday? Obviously Sunday is not the first day of fight week because it's Sunday, but it is the first day of the weight cut because on Sunday we start to water load. What does that mean? It means that on Sunday I will have to drink this bottle of water, which is 2 liters, for 4 times. So I'll have to drink 8 liters of water on Sunday. Why do we do that? We want to make the body believe that there's so much water that it doesn't need to hold on to it. So you will put your body in a state of flooding. By putting so much water into your body, you will pee out a lot of water. If you work out, you will sweat a lot more. And that will carry on over the next couple days, so that on Thursday, when we don't drink any water anymore, we will still exceed more water because we loaded our body up with water before, so the body thinks it doesn't need to hold on to it. Another thing that changes on Sunday is that we're not gonna include salt in our diet anymore. We want to avoid salt now because salt holds onto the water. One more thing that changes on Sunday in most of the weight cuts is that people also, with the salt, start cutting out carbs. We're not gonna do that just yet because we don't want to be without carbs for 5 days. We're gonna be miserable and it's not necessary. What I learned about the weight cutting is that's pretty old school. You don't need to be 5 days without carbs. It's okay when you eat your last carbs on Tuesday, or that's at least how I'm gonna do it this time. So we're gonna still have carbs, but we're not gonna have carbs with a lot of fiber, with a lot of dietary fiber. So that's the one thing we're gonna change. We're not gonna have oats anymore because oats have 100 grams of oats have 9.7 grams of dietary fiber. Foods that are rich in fiber, they stay in your gut for longer. So what we wanna do now is we wanna avoid pretty much everything that has fiber so that we lose at least 1 or 2 kilos. It depends on how much fiber you have normally in your diet, just by reducing the fiber and then the stuff that's in your stomach coming out when you do what you do. So where does that leave us with the carbs that we can still eat? Well, we have, for example, we have wheat flour or white bread. Those have each only 3 grams of fiber per 100 grams instead of 9.7 with the oats. Another thing you can always eat still is rice, at least for the first 2 days or until Tuesday. White rice, because it also doesn't have a lot of fiber. So basically those carbs that are considered fast carbs are still carbs that we can eat for the first couple days. It seems like this is turning into a cooking show. So cooking with a wok, I'm coming for you. I'm still weighing the stuff because I still count calories, but I'm not gonna be so much below calories like I was for the last couple of weeks because the diet is over. Now it's not about losing more fat, and also, to be honest, there's not really much more fat to lose. Just to be safe, I will be in a deficit of 300 calories, 400 calories every day. Luckily, I have this ring now, this Aura ring. I wear 24/7 and it counts my calories. You can do the same thing with an Apple Watch, so I actually know exactly how many calories I burn every day. That makes it easier for me to count my calories. Okay guys, the pancakes are finished and I'm super excited to eat them now. What do we have in terms of toppings? We have some quark, we have some honey. Honey really goes a long way. Like, you just put a little bit of honey and you have a lot of taste. And I cut myself some beautiful mango. And with this, it's gonna be amazing pancakes and I'm gonna feel very happy. And this, actually, the feeling happy part, is very important as well, because I must say really the last week was my ultimate down week in terms of mood, motivation, the way my body felt. Even though it was shit to be in that situation, I wanted to be in that situation because that meant that I was really at the valley, at the low, and now I'm gonna peak, which is what I want to do for the fight, in terms of performance and also in terms of mood in a little bit. That's why also I'm gonna have like these kind of foods that I really like right now, the comfort foods, just to give me comfort and to elevate my mood, because fighting is not just physical, it's also mental. So I gotta be in a good mental state and gotta be happy, and then I fight good. So that's why I'm starting the weight cut with a great meal. Let me tell you guys, I don't know how the English translation of this is, but this really is Balsam für die Seele right now. It feels so good. So good. Also, I just scanned the stuff, and with this whole meal I'm gonna be at like 700 calories. So it's fine, you know, I'm gonna be able to eat close to 2000 today. I'm not gonna burn a lot, so I will eat close to 2000 calories. So this is a good first meal, I would say, of the day, and it makes me very happy. But with that being said, that's it for today. I will see you guys again tomorrow, I think, when I'm gonna explain the next day of the weight cut, give you an update on my weight, I'll let you know how much I drink tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Okay guys, it's day 2 of the weight cut now. It's Monday, so it's the first day of fight week. I'm very excited, I'm feeling very energized, feeling very good. I'm in the gym now, I'm just gonna warm up a little bit, feel free, move again, and then hit the heavy bag a little bit, because I'm feeling good today, and you just want to stay in motion in fight week. You want to keep moving. My diet doesn't really change, so I still eat the same things that I ate yesterday, but today I'm not drinking 8, but 5 to 6 liters of water, so a little bit less. Yesterday worked very fine with drinking all the water. I finished it at like 8 in the evening, but still I had to pee multiple times during the night. Like, that's just an unfortunate thing when you water load, but it's normal. One more thing I wanted to tell you guys. I told you I'm cutting out the salt. With the salt, I'm also cutting out the creatine. So if you guys normally take creatine, 1 week before the fight, it should be when you stop using creatine, because also that one holds onto the water and you don't want to do that. In terms of the other electrolytes, like our electrolytes are sodium, magnesium, potassium and calcium. The only one we're cutting is sodium, so salt. The other ones you can still take, but make sure to not take too much potassium, because when you don't have sodium and you take too much potassium, it's pushing out even more water, and that can be detrimental, and weight cut specialists say don't do that, so don't do that. It's Wednesday afternoon right now, and I want to give you guys a little update. I woke up with 68.8 kilograms right now, so the weight is where I want it to be. It's very good. Yesterday we had 6, today only 4 liters of water. And the one thing that changes with the diet now is that today we're cutting down on the carbs, and actually now I'm about to have my last meal of carbs. So that's why I want to show you guys how I'm celebrating that. First of all, why are we cutting down on the carbs? It's because of the water, I told you guys already. Then the water will go out even more, because when you don't have carbs, your body doesn't hold on to the water. So that's why today we're gonna have our last meal of carbs, and we're gonna have a meal that I got really fond of recently, which is the gnocchi with some vegetables. I already prepared everything beautifully here, and then some deer actually, and that's just a very great meal, so I want to show you guys how I'm doing it. So first we're gonna put some butter. The butter, we're gonna put the onions. Next we're gonna put the zucchini in there. We want the zucchini and the onions to be a little bit brown, golden. Unfortunately we cannot use salt anymore, but if you play around with pepper and like paprika or chili, you can still get enough taste into your meals, so it's not such a big loss to not have salt. Now while they are frying in the pan, I'm gonna start cutting the deer that I have here in small slices, like, I don't know, like a centimeter thick, and I'm gonna pepper the meat a little bit. And I'm just gonna let this beautiful deer get a little bit of heat from both sides. Okay, now the deer is ready. I'm gonna just mix it all a little bit again, put it on a plate, and now I'm gonna finish it off with 1 egg, and then that's it. So what does this mean for our diet from now on? From tonight on, basically it's just gonna be proteins and fats. So I guess a lot of meat, a lot of eggs and some vegetables, just to spice it up a little bit. That's it, that's the meal. And those are gonna be the last carbs that I'm gonna eat. So from now on, only carbs that are part of vegetables, and I'm gonna use vegetables with a low fiber count. So let's enjoy this last meal and celebrate it. It's really so good. It's Wednesday morning and I wanna give you guys the body update. So let's step on the scale. 68.6 kilograms, 48 hours before the weigh-in. I'm so lean right now, it's crazy. I've never been this lean. So 68.6, which means we got 7 and a little bit more to cut. Because 61.6 is the limit, so we want to be a little bit more than 7. So that's very good. Now let's get some breakfast. Let's see if I'm able to flip it. Ooh, perfect. Okay, for this breakfast we have an omelette with some vegetables and chicken inside and a little bit of red sauce. As I said, in terms of diet, we're not allowed to eat any more carbs, so only proteins and fats now. And now we can also start to put more oil, put more butter again, more eggs, because we need to get to our calories. We don't want to be so much in deficit, so we can have a lot of fats to get to our calories, because now we don't have any carbs anymore. In terms of water, we're gonna be restrictive today. We can only drink 2 more liters of water. So we need to be a little bit more careful how much we drink throughout the day so we don't get deficient in a way, you know? But yeah, with that being said, let me enjoy my breakfast. I'll see you guys tonight when I do my last workout of the week. So we're back in the gym now. It's Wednesday evening. I'm gonna do my last workout of the week. It's going to be a little bit of a harder workout because we're not eating any carbohydrates anymore, but there's still carbohydrates stored in our body from the previous days. And we're going to try to get rid of those today. And how do we do that? We do that by bringing up the intensity again a little bit. I'm going to have a guy holding pads for me, so I'm going to blast kicks and throw punches with good intent, you know, making it hard, because that way you're burning the glycogen that's in the body. So that's what I'm gonna do. Also, I'm gonna sweat a little bit, which is gonna be good, because the more sweat I lose already, the less I need to cut tomorrow. But I'm not super worried about the sweat. Today is more about the glycogen that's in the body to get it out. Okay guys, I'm on the airbike right now. I'm gonna use the airbike just to warm up a little bit, and I'm gonna do a couple of sprints so I burn some of the glycogen already, and then I will do the pads once I'm warm and my partner is here. Yeah, let's maybe start with a little sprint. When you push the body to that intensity, it's burning carbohydrates, glycogen, that's stored in the muscle. So that's what's the goal right now, to get rid of all of that, so that tomorrow we can have a very beautiful weight cut. We've got Gian here. If you guys remember, he was coaching me. He was in my corner for my first professional fight. So I'm very happy that he can help me now a little bit for my 4th fight. He's gonna hold pads. He's a very good pad holder in the gym, so everybody always wants to hold pads with him. We just did our first rounds very light, and now we're gonna do 3 rounds, 5 minutes, and we're gonna be explosive punches, explosive kicks, as I said, so we can burn all the muscle glycogen, and then tomorrow have a good weight cut, and also sweat a little bit already. So that was it. We did 3 rounds, 5 minutes each. Tried to work explosive, not too much volume, like not moving the whole time, but everything explosive. That was the goal today, and we did that. So thank you, Gian.
No problem, man. Appreciate it.
And I'll see you guys tomorrow when it's time to really cut weight. What I ate so far today, I wrote this down actually to keep track of the weight. For breakfast I had an omelette that was 204 grams, 730 calories. I cooked it with a lot of olive oil and I put 2 slices of cheese on there, so that's why we have a lot of calories. And in terms of weight, it's mostly water, it's 70% water, so in the end that's maybe only 60 grams that we put on the scale, and all the other stuff, all the water I will lose throughout the day, and especially later on when I cut the weight. So we don't need to worry about that. So this is very good to keep track. And for real, like, people are afraid to eat on the day where they cut weight because they don't want to fuck up the weight cut, but actually it's beneficial. If you really think about it, like 60 grams and I get 700 calories for it. Like, it's really worth it to have energy, to feel good and to cut weight, you know? Because you need energy to cut the weight. So get over your fear and try to eat on weight cut day as well. So as you can see, I'm very well prepared, as always. My coach always makes fun of this. He tells me I could go on a weekend trip with the whole family with the food that I'm taking, but I rather have too much than too little. So I'm always prepared, and that gives me confidence.